Hey, all new content free at cardoneu.com, cardoneu.com, all new content. How to get a job in under 72 hours. We already had our first big success. How to get the PPP money, how to get the SBA money, how to take your business and blow it up and turn a crisis into expansion. Over 2,000 videos, 45 million logins, all new content just for you and free by clicking the link below, okay? Enjoy it. Let's go blow your business up. Hey, welcome to Young Hustlers. Grant Cardone here and Jerry Glant.
On the Cardone Zone.
Young Hustlers, every Thursday coming to you to keep you hustle. Who quits the hustle, Jerry?
Man, the only people that give up on the hustle are the ones who condemn the hustle.
Hey, give us a call, 305-865-8668. Jared and I are sitting here. We are
6 feet apart.
Okay, I got my mask on.
I refuse to wear a mask because I don't want pictures of me in a mask to be shown online at some point in the future.
You want to tell him about that conversation?
He goes, dude, you'll never see Trump in one of those masks.
He will never wear one, folks. He's never going to wear one because it would show weakness. It would show vulnerability. And he's like, oh, you know what? Yeah, I know a lot of you out there because even Steve Carter says you really should try this vulnerable side. Show the vulnerable side of you. Okay, I can, but I know what you guys really want to see. Y'all want to see 10X. I know y'all want to see 10X. Y'all want to see the cars and the planes and the wealth and the possibility. Johnny was telling me this. Johnny, talking to Mike. Johnny, you want to tell everybody what you were telling me earlier 2 days ago?
Man, people don't want to see that negative message.
There you go. Bring the jet back in the shot.
Prosperity,
Dude.
wealth, abundance.
Let's get back to dreaming, guys. Okay,
Yeah.
This freaking COVID thing has contracted everybody. We've done it here.
Yeah.
Today we're going to talk to you right out of our boot camp. We're doing a boot camp in July, August, September, and October.
Yeah.
So any of those 4 months you can pick our boot camp. We'll give you a link to grab it today in a special.
Yeah, we added 2 more dates, by the way. That's so normally we do it in July and October. We added 2 more months because there was so much demand for people that actually wanted to come to an event.
Yeah.
Like everything that's happening right now, people want to come to events. They want to get out. They want to keep moving. They want to keep going. So we had to add 2 more dates. So now every month from July through October, we're going to be doing a big live event, 10X Business Boot
And you
Camp
don't
here
hear
in
this in
Miami.
the media. They don't say, America wants to go back to events. No, what you hear is, when do you think we're ever going to get back to events? Well, it'll never be the same again. It'll be 2021. I did a poll online and said, hey, what percentage of you, I think there was 5,500 people in the poll. That's a decent number of people to poll.
Yeah.
What percentage would go to a live event in July in Miami? 81% said, I'm ready to go. So you don't, now the point of that is this, quit worrying about the people that won't go to your stuff, that won't buy, that got unemployed. Let's focus now as we go forward from COVID-19. Let's focus on where we're going to go. Jared and I are going to tell you a story about what we're going through here over the last 6 weeks. Like you, we have been impacted. We're scared.
Yeah.
We're freaked out. Jared's coming to me saying, should I sell the car? I said, I would.
Should I renew the country club?
I wouldn't sell the car. What did I tell you about the car?
What did you tell me about
You
the
don't
car?
remember?
You said, nah, you don't need to get rid of it?
I said I'd send it back.
Oh,
I said I'd send the car back.
Yeah.
Okay. He was going to get rid of his membership. Look, people are going crazy. I am. You are. Everybody. You got to own your crazy. If you can't own it, you can't control it. Okay. So Jared's like, hey, what do you think about the country club? Don't get rid of the country club, dude. God.
And it was because this fool needs somebody to play golf with.
Yeah. So I need somebody to tell me how to slow down my pullback. So the point of that is what? Okay, you're being encouraged, commercialized, advertised to contract.
And you can actually see like Dana White, I saw some stuff that he was posting. Like they're all over the place. Entrepreneurs, business owners who want to get back to work and who are pushing and forcing to get back to work because they are experiencing firsthand the employees that are having to be laid off, the families that are being disrupted because they're not in business, and they see it firsthand. And so before you say, hey, you guys are idiots, I can't believe you're trying to do this, like the 2-in-1, which one do you want?
And by the way, if you feel like that, go ahead and post it below. I mean, I love the comments. If you think we're just greedy capitalists interested in our own monies and our own families,
I'd like to hear from business owners.
Yeah.
Let's hear from business owners who feel like that with all the social distancing and all the, you're going to have to like take temperatures and wash hands, like that stuff is going to happen. But
I ain't washed my hands all morning, I'll tell you right now. I ain't washed my hands one time today, and I ain't.
You will at least be back to work. I want to hear from business owners who, despite doing all of those things, still think that we should stay closed, because I don't think there's going to be a lot of them.
I want to hear from you guys, okay? Are you ready to get back to work? Because I am. Because I'm ready to get back to 10X. Because we were sitting here. This is a little private story we're going to share with you today. We were sitting here saying, okay, what do we need to cut back on? Mm-hmm. What do we need to get rid of? And basically what we did, we took all our products, okay? This is exactly what we do in our boot camps, by the way. We take our whole product lineup. For us, in our case, I got my real estate. Oops. I got my real estate. You can't back up from that. I got 7,000 units. You can't suddenly say, well, I don't want to play that game anymore, okay? We have the Growth Conference 2021. I'm like, definitely not getting rid of that.
Yeah.
So you got to go back and reinforce, what are you behind, right? I don't want to do one smaller. If we're going to do it smaller, we had the conversation, I don't want to do it at all.
Yeah.
We have Cardone University. This service is 2,000
corporate customers. Companies.
And another, 50,000 plus
individuals
that pay us, and another 100,000 that we've given it to for free since COVID happened. Mm-hmm. Okay, so we went out and expanded this. Now I'm like, okay, how do I want to manage all this? We also have our webinars. And so we sat down and had a meeting. Hey, where do we need to put our attention and energy? We got 107 people remote. I want to get back to where we had 150 employees, if we can get there. Mm-hmm. And then you want to just share with us what I said I wanted to do, like what gets me excited?
Well, yeah, what gets him excited is big. Like, how do we get 1 million people on Cardone University?
1 million.
And so this is, I think, what we're trying to first and foremost communicate today is you have to go back to getting something exciting in front of you. You got to get a target that is exciting for you now, because if you don't push towards a target, in any, regardless of if it's COVID or not COVID or whatever, if you don't have a target that you're pushing for, you'll get lost and you'll lose purpose.
Yes.
So particularly right now, most people don't have targets in the first place. But particularly right now, you need a target to bring you forward.
Let me just say this, okay? If I start punching Jared in the face right now, he will immediately have a target. He'll have a new target. It won't be me, by the way. In most cases, it's going to be, I just want to protect myself. He immediately comes up. When you get hit, like we've all been hit right now, like you have to understand what happens to the individual. Mike Tyson said this. Everybody's got a plan when they go out to fight until they get punched in the face. And then it's like, shit, I just want to protect myself. When you go into the fight, you're going in, I'm going to win. I'm going to beat the other guy up, okay? When you walked into 2020, everybody, as we went around the 7 cities, 2020 is going to be the best
2020,
year
get that money.
2020. What was it? 2020, get what? Get the
2020,
money?
get that money.
Yeah, 2020 going to be the best year I ever had. And then fuck, COVID comes. Wuhan hits you. You're like, shit. I don't care if 2020 is the biggest year I ever had. I just want to survive. You see, you immediately go into a new target, which is contraction. We were doing that here. I've had 6 weeks of bad news trying to convince me to wear a mask, to social distance, to not come to my office, to not expand, and to give everything away for free. And I'm like, dude, I can't do this. I had the conversation with Jared and Sharon. I'm like, I'll shut this place shut it down. So I said, what needs to get me excited? And this is what, I'm like, I got to get back to 10X, okay? We did, I know what we did last year. We did $150 million, $55 million last year. That was a gross number. I got to come up with a $1.5 billion plan to keep me interested. Okay? Now, what does that mean? That's what you have to be doing right now, folks. Quit thinking about, I just need to make it through the quarter. If you lost your job, if you lost your business, if you can't even retail your products, okay? We're talking to people in every industry today, in the furniture business. They're like, hey, we're going to go online right now. And they're figuring out how to go online and actually increase their online sales. This is forced disruption. So the 3 things you got to do right now today are this. Straight out of our book, straight out of a boot camp book. We're going to cover just a little bit today. This is a 3-day workshop, okay? 3-day workshop, GrantCardoneBootCamp.com. Would love to have you down here. Oh, I don't know. You're not the right guy for this. You're not the right guy, okay? And if you're like, I want to book it, dude. I'm going to get on. I'm not worrying about who's going to fly me, how I'm going to fly, what the hotel is going to be, if I'm going to get sick. You're going to get sick, folks. Okay? You're going to get sick if you're not already sick. Sick and tired, okay? I'm sick and tired. I don't need a virus. I'm already sick and I'm tired. I'm ready to go be somebody important, man. I'm ready to go take care of my family. So when Jared says, you guys that think we're greedy or selfish because we're taking care of our family and our money, how many of you out there are selfish and greedy and you want to take care of your family and your money? I do. And I don't want to just protect myself. I want to feel good about how I got beat in the ring. Okay, I don't want to just go, throw the flag in. I want to be like, Cardone got his ass whooped, but boy, you ought to see that other guy, dude. That guy, like, they went 12 rounds killing each other. So if I'm going to lose, I want to lose going for the 10X thing. Number one, you got to disrupt your own self, okay? Number two, reconnect to this 10X idea. And three, you got to start thinking about how to scale.
Yeah.
Okay? What do you see happen? You want to say something, I know, but what do you see happening for people that come to our boot camp and how we start confronting this first thing, disrupting self?
Yeah, so, this comes out of if you're not first, you're last. And it's like, how are you repackaging your offer right now? How are you, obviously, if you give in-home massages, like business is disrupted right now. So what's the fix? So like things that you haven't had to ever consider before in your business, you have to consider now. You have to possibly lower the profile of customer that you're willing to accept. Maybe you say, hey, I don't do business with people that do less than 5 million a year. Maybe now it's $1 million a year.
Yeah.
Or maybe now your lowest price was $5,000 and maybe now you have a $49 product. Like this boot camp is $6,500. Anybody who's watching this show right now that wants to call in the office and book it, I'll sell you a ticket right now, an executive ticket for $1,000. Call the office, 310-777-0255, 310-777-0255. If you are committed to 10X and you want to come join us and spend 3 days with us, either July, August, September, or October, call the office, talk to Natalie, somebody on her team.
You will not 10X by
you
mistake. You will not 10X by mistake. Amazon didn't get where Amazon's at by mistake. It can't happen. You can get a little money. You can survive by mistake. You will not have affluence and prosperity by mistake. And this 10X thing is a real thing, folks. It's why so many people gravitate to this idea of scale and magnitude, okay? When you disrupt yourself, when you chew your own arm off, it is so hard to do. Most people actually have to have somebody say, dude, kill that business. It doesn't work anymore.
Yeah, but sometimes people also get forced into it. Like now people are being forced into it. Like they're being forced into looking at things a new way. So it's like, if you can't make the decision, then you get forced into it. It's like how people have these impactful moments or these change of paradigms.
You're saying
in their
either
life.
way you got to change because
you've got to change no matter what. You're either doing it because you choose to, or you're doing it because you're forced to.
Yeah, let's talk to our callers, okay? Hey, the question today: how do you scale? How do you get to 10X? How do you disrupt? How do you change? How do you give up something in your business that's not working for you? Let's talk to our first caller. Yeah, what's going on?
Hello, Brent.
Whoa, that's loud.
Yes. Hey, Brent. Here's Roy Almeida from New Jersey.
Take it down.
And
Too loud.
I went to Florida to your seminar, like in last year, and my business is like quadrupled. This year I spent $230 to buy a ticket for Florida, and this year I brought 4 of my co-workers.
Yeah, what's your question? What's your question? What's your question?
My business grows so much, and we invest now in student housing. What do you think about the future?
I hate it. Hate it.
And I have also 150 doors for residential, like same way you do.
Yeah.
And I expect to have bad returns for my rentals, and we only have a 5% default on rent. You think I should increase that?
Yeah, that's awesome.
To buy more units?
Yeah, I mean, I would look, I believe, I was telling Jared this yesterday, 2020, 2021 will prove to be the biggest real estate opportunities in the last 20 years in this country. It's going to be massive. If you missed 1990 and you missed 2000 and you missed 2008, if you guys would have been buying everything you could get your hands on in 2007, even before the freaking collapse, you'd have made so much money in this last cycle, it'd be unbelievable. So I didn't have a plane 12 years ago.
Yeah. You made hundreds of millions
hundreds of millions
in
of
the last
dollars
10
in this
years.
last
Yeah,
cycle.
Yeah.
Okay? Most of which, by the way, our businesses made hundreds of millions, but the real estate made hundreds and hundreds and
Yeah.
hundreds of millions. Leverage money. So I would tell you, I don't love student housing, dude, because I'm dependent upon kids going to college, and I think that that's going to become maybe a disruptive industry. Like, we're going to have industries fail right here. So the strip center right there in your neighborhood is going to go away, and then Starbucks is going to pop in there.
You
and say,
can
okay,
already start seeing for lease signs going up in shopping centers.
Yeah. And so what's going to happen is somebody else is going to go in there. You're going to see another Chipotle pop in there. Like, the guys that have capital, balance sheets, you got to have a balance sheet. Like, so many guys that are in my position, that are in my space, the speaking space, the event space, the webinar, the influencer space. Dude, are you going to really do an event? I said, oh yeah, bro, we're going to do an event. We spent $7 million on our last event. We're going to spend $7 million on the next event. How can you do that? Balance sheet.
Yeah.
You got to have money. You got to have money. You got to manage a business. This is what we do at the 10X Growth Conference. How do you disrupt yourself? The first question is, if I disrupt that, I lose that money. Where's the money going to come from? Oh, well, we got to figure out how to work with the balance sheet you have so that we can start disrupting and 10X, because the disruption might not come in a month. Okay, next caller. Because you don't want to. I say this, man. Never get rid of that primary flow of income. Okay. That's why so many of you see me selling $10 products. Why? Because it gets me a customer. It gets me a flow. Ryan, biggest real estate opportunity we have.
What's up, Graham? What's up, Derek? How are y'all doing today?
Hey, what's up, man?
What's up, Ryan?
Hey, I spent a bunch of money with y'all. I got to tell you, I just bought Cardone University, the commercial with Kevin Kilday and Mike Bonnet.
Love it, man.
My
Congrats.
staff, over the last 45 to 60 days during the coronavirus quarantine, we've made more money than we've ever made. So don't tell me ain't nobody spending money. I got clients over here spending money. I'm spending as much as I can to try to expand out in the marketplace.
Hey,
So
and let me just tell you something about what Ryan's saying right now. This is so important. If you guys can agree that belief and conviction are important in your ability to sell something, then you have to be doing actions that allow you to build conviction in what you're saying. If Ryan's out and he's trying to push customers into spending money and they're saying, we're not spending money right now, and he refuses to spend money to expand right now, he will have internal conflict and he will not have conviction, belief, or push in what he's doing.
Yeah, the objection sticks to him.
This is so important. This was one of the game changers for me that changed everything. Like, how can you be selling people the personal development training, all these things, if you're not doing it yourself? You can't have conviction and belief behind that.
What is your car payment?
$3,000 a month.
So when Jared's on the phone with somebody, they're like, $1,500, man, to train all my 10 people and our businesses off? Sir, I pay $3,000 for my car. Like, what's the problem here? My car will never.
That story that they have inside of their head. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Dude, look, the 10X thing, guys. The 10X thing does not happen without action. There's 4 levels of action. The 4th one's the only one that works. First one, the second one, and the 3rd one don't work. It has nothing to do with the environment before it has something to do with you. Ryan is spending money on himself, therefore he has the right. He has a universal agreement to go ask other people for money. Okay, what do you sell, Ryan?
I sell wholesale designer clothing, shoes, bedding, accessories.
Dude, he's selling stuff. He's selling stuff that
Cardone.
nobody needs right now. Who the hell
Nobody
needs
needs
this?
it, but everybody's buying it because I'm pushing it out in the market.
Because you a bad man. Dude, are you coming to our boot camp?
I am. I was there at the 10X event, and I bought the tickets. Me and my wife and my team will be out at the boot camp here in July or in September, whenever y'all have it. We'll be out.
Yeah, dude. We're doing July, we're doing August, we're doing September, and we're doing October.
We're doing 4 of them.
So what we'll do is
I need to be out there at the first one in July. Then go ahead and spend my ticket because I'm ready to get out of the house and do some stuff.
Let's
I got
go.
a question for y'all.
Yeah. So we're talking today, guys,
what do
about.
you think about what's going on over here in Texas with Shelley Luther, the salon owner in
Shelley
Dallas,
Luther is,
dude.
Look, Shelley Luther is my fan of the month, my superhero, great American. I was posting about it a day and a half ago when I heard about it. Shelley Luther, if you guys didn't hear, is a salon owner in Dallas. She got arrested for continuing to open her business. And she's like, look, she went to court. She says, I'm going to go back to my business as soon as I leave here. I'll tell you right now, Judge, when I leave here, I'm going back to my company. 7 days in jail or $7,000. She's like, I don't have $7,000, so I guess you'll have to send me to jail. She went to jail. And the whole world is disrupting. The Supreme Court overturned it this morning, said get her out of jail. It's ridiculous, man. You guys got to get back to work. Get back to work, okay? Jared, you got it pulled back or something right now. Right?
Yeah.
How'd you get that? What happened, man?
No idea.
Coronavirus, man.
The coronavirus got in my
corona-
back, man.
Man, stay away from me,
the
man.
doctor said I need a backiotomy.
Stay away from me, okay?
My
You
back's
just
done more damage than coronavirus does to me. So
maybe you need some sex, okay? 10x your sex, folks. 10x your life. 10x your
maybe
business.
that's how it happened. Huh? Maybe that's how it happened.
Yeah. I thought she was pregnant.
Well, that means she can't get pregnant.
Okay. So look, how are you going to disrupt yourself in 2020? Jared made a great point. The economy's already disrupted you.
Mm-hmm.
This is your opportunity now to lean into whatever it is you've been resisting. If you were in trouble, any industry or business that was in trouble before this is in more trouble now. If you move slow before this, you're going to move slower now. If you move fast before this, you got to figure out how to 10x scale your speed and go capture market share. This is right out of If You're Not First, You're Last. We cover it in here. What is your competition willing to do? What won't they do? Because I want to exploit what your competition won't do.
Yep,
okay?
that's right.
Post below. By the way, are you new to the channel? Young Hustlers, we do this show every Thursday. It's mostly on sales, marketing, how to expand your business and grow your business, particularly through these times. We come to you on YouTube, also on Facebook. You can listen on Stitcher Podcasts and iTunes. It's under the Cardone Zone. We do a show on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Different real estate show Mondays. Tuesdays, Power Players. Wednesdays, my wife and I do a show. Typically, we argue on that show. Thursdays, we do Young Hustlers. Jared and I argue. And then on Fridays, I get to be by myself and I argue with myself. Okay? We're doing a real estate webinar. Do we have a page for that?
Yeah, grantcardone.com/REI.
Because I see in a lot of Jared's comments right
Yeah.
here, people saying, hey, tell me about the real estate. I promise you, folks, we're going to have the biggest. We were in a super cycle. This is going to be, I know like people are saying, oh, Cardone's going to lose all his real estate. Oh, okay, whatever. Okay.
Let me just tell you one thing.
Yeah.
Coming out of 2009, the first deal that he bought coming out of that, he paid $55 million for. I think you turned down an offer for $170.
$170 million.
So he bought it for 50. Actually, you bought it for 57, and he turned down an offer probably in the last 6 months for $170 million. He bought that deal in 2010.
Yeah. So I bought it, by the way. I bought it for
2012.
I bought it for $58 million. I put $15 million down. You know, putting that much money down back then was scary. Mm-hmm. We're in that moment right now. This is going to be the biggest wealth redistribution in the history of the United States of America. And if you know technology, you're up at Silicon Valley, well, good for you. I don't know anything about that.
I think distribution is the wrong word. I think it's a wealth grab right now.
Yeah, it's a wealth grab.
The people who are willing to go out and grab it and who see the opportunity, like I forget who this was, but they said, man, Grant, you're the cheapest rich guy I know. But when the opportunity comes along, you have you go all in.
Yeah, so
like,
I got a buddy named Howard. Howard, he was playing blackjack in Vegas when you could play blackjack in Vegas.
Yeah.
And he's playing like $5,000 a hand, and I'm playing $25.
Yeah.
He had to get permission for me to play at the same table with him.
Yeah.
And he's like, you're so cheap. I said, no, dude, I don't want to lose money. And I said, I just don't, I have no courage when it comes to betting on two cards. And he's like, but you just bought that big real estate deal. It was $140 million. I'm like, that's different. There's no risk in it. So I bought that deal for $15 million. If you guys want to learn how to do this, Jared will give you a website here in a second. I bought this deal. This deal was $58 million. I put $15 million down. Okay. That's a 15. I was offered $170 million and wouldn't even respond to the email. No, that's stupid. Okay, since we bought it, we already refinanced it. The refinancing on this deal was 100. Are you in some of this?
Yeah, I am. Harbor Breeze, baby.
Yeah. I refinanced it for $108 million. So I put a new loan on it 2 years ago, a year and a half ago, I guess.
So what's that mean? What'd you pull out of that?
That means I pulled out
50 million?
108 less the 58, paid off the 58, or paid off the 45, 43. Took this big slug of dough. No tax implication. Now, if you want to learn how to play that game right now, if you just followed what I did, that's a $60 million event, and I paid no taxes. Plus, it cash flowed on the 58 million over 10% per month per year. That means it's paid me $5 million a year.
7 years.
7 years. That's $10 million in cash flow. Some of those properties have cash flowed at 20%. I think it's probably a 15% on the 15 million across the board, actually.
Cash on some of those.
$7.5 million worth of cash flow in 7 years.
Yeah.
That deal that you and I are in.
Yeah.
I mean,
Where's the real estate?
It's like
home
this
study,
thick.
the home study course.
It's a home study course. How to find a deal, buy. Okay. This is a course I'm going to do. I don't know if we even have a date yet.
Yeah, May 28th.
So this book right here on my website is $2,500. Contents: fundamentals of multifamily, 4 ways to invest in apartments, the mechanics of a deal, finding a deal, analyzing a deal, due diligence on a deal, financing deals, mistakes made in real estate, everything: how to underwrite the deal, how to handle pullbacks, how to find distressed properties, how to cash flow a deal, how to invest in partnerships. It just goes on and on, right? You get this emailed to you.
PDF. It's a $2,500 book.
It's a $2,500 program, whether you want a hard format or an ebook, it's $2,500. It's the intelligence in here that makes it worth everything. Just the underwriting of a deal, how to underwrite, how to negotiate, how to make sense of your offer, how to find a deal, what brokers to call is in there, who you want to talk to do these deals. The website's grantcardone.com/REI. And as soon as you register, we send you that link. I think that's set up already, right?
Yeah.
I don't know the date on that yet.
May 28th.
May 28th, we're going to be doing that. I'll come to the studio and I'll spend, at least 2 hours here talking to you about real estate, buying it, finding it. This will be, if you guys want to figure out how to 10X right now, you got to look in other places. Mm-hmm. What's going to survive in the future? E-commerce is going to survive. We got other callers, right?
Yep.
E-commerce is going to survive.
That's proven to be the most resilient thing out of all this. The people that I know in e-commerce, I mean, other than supply issues, for getting products manufactured or shipped, like they're crushing right now.
Yeah, healthcare, dude. Do I still want to stay safe? Do I want to stay? I mean, everybody's like, I got to rebuild my immune system.
Yeah.
Injections, stem cell, like anything that relieves pain, dude. I don't want money if I'm hurting.
Yeah.
That's going to win. People still want services.
Food. Yeah.
Food, water, rent. What other businesses are going to work right now? Recruiting's going to work. Yeah. We're going to go back. You got 36 million people without work right now. So people are going to want to go back and get a job. Are you going to be any good when you go back? How do you go back and get a job? Okay. So the boot camp, if you want to expand, for you guys that want to 10X your business, when you go to hire people, it's going to be scary, man. What's your balance sheet look like? When do you do that? And typically people need a little help in getting pushed through the season. Okay. Next caller. Every industry's been impacted, man.
Oh, dude.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, sir, I can.
How's it going, Grant? My name is Marius. I'm 22 years old from Detroit, Michigan, and I got 3 questions for you real quick.
Okay.
One of them is, in sales, I'm an executive here, and I'm in the merchant services and network marketing, and a lot of times we're doing cold calls and talking to people, and how do you just stay focused when things are not going right and people just say coronavirus, so let's just do it afterwards, and how do you not lose faith and just stay focused? And question number 2 is, what's the best advice you would give a 22-year-old entrepreneur? And number 3 is, when are you going to come to Detroit, Michigan?
Well, I'm not coming to you. You're coming to me, okay? So number 3 is quit worrying about when I'm coming to you. You need to figure out. You need to figure out number 3, dude. Well, how can I get in front of you? Okay. So you need to come to Miami. I don't need to come to Detroit. Number 1, you need to get on Cardone U, bro. The only way to stay positive. Guys, you can't just pray and meditate. You need something. Once you do the prayer and the meditation, okay, and write your affirmations or whatever your form of prayer is, and positivity, that should only take like 3 or 4 minutes.
Yeah.
You do your yoga, like you don't, what? Like, what do you do with the rest of your day? It's in between the prayer and the meditation. And when you go to sleep, what are you doing to one, educate yourself, two, to fix yourself when you screw up. This is the reason I have the job I have today is because when I worked a car deal and when I was 25 years old and there was 25% unemployment and I didn't sell the deal, I went and repaired myself immediately. I recorded the entire event and then we go back and listen. What did I do wrong? That's probably why I look at websites the way I do. We build it and then I go back and look at it. What did I say?
Yeah.
I'm trying to repair. You got to educate, then you got to repair. You should repair yourself after every cold call that you make. You, sir, need to get yourself on Cardone. Are you on it now? Okay, he's gone. Get yourself on Cardone, son. The price is right. It's free. And get your ass from Detroit down to here, because I ain't coming to the big D as much as I love it.
Yeah.
Michael from New York.
Yeah. Hey, Jared and Uncle G. Thank you so much for taking my call.
Jared. Say Jared's name again, man.
Yeah, it's good. Actually, me and my wife, we came down to Delaware to stay with her parents like 3 weeks ago. But we were in New York for like 5 weeks when it was happening in New York.
Yeah.
It was hard because we were in an apartment. It's kind of hard to even just walk out.
What's your question, big man?
Yeah, so I have two questions. So I just become a CPA from past 2 years, and I've been following you and your material for about like 2 years.
Yeah.
So my question is more about career. Now I'm 32. I originally came from China, but I came to the States about 12 years ago. So I used to be in multi-level, network marketing.
Hey, real quick, my friend. First of all, have you ever been to Wuhan?
No, never.
Okay. Number two, do you have a mask on right now?
Oh, I'm in the house right now. So,
Okay, good. I just want to be sure you're not going to send me something, okay? Okay, number three, what's your two questions? Let's get to the questions.
Yeah, so the first question is, I'm still in the network marketing company, but I'm starting in the CPA firm right now as a tax accountant. So I kind of like this career, but if eventually I wanted to move to sales related kind of field. But if I do network marketing too on the same time right now, I kind of feel like it's a distraction a little bit.
Yeah.
I know I can do it, but should I do that or should I
No,
focus
dude,
on
it's only a distraction, guys. All this stuff you guys are talking about is only a distraction if you contract.
Okay.
If you're expanding, if it's part of your 10X plan. Jared and I, we had a conversation this weekend about like when things get tough, the solution is, okay, I'm going to get smaller. That is one solution. I want to tuck in and I want to protect myself. The problem is you're going to be doing this all the time. Now you're trying to figure out the balance game. This is the person seeking balance is like, I'm trying to find balance in my life. One way to do it. The other way to do it is, no, man, I'm going to create a lifestyle where everything I don't want to do gets funded. So you got to expand into the contraction. I don't know if this makes any sense to anybody. Like a lot of people don't understand what I'm talking about.
Well, no. Just in the context of what you're asking. So is doing the network marketing a distraction? If you're not growing yourself in your CPA role and you're improving and your stats are going up there, and you're doing the network marketing thing and your stats aren't improving there, if they're both expanding and you're growing in both areas, then that is different than
Or if you're using the second one to grow the first one. Because if I'm a tax guy, I'm definitely going to be involved in network marketing. Because nobody in network marketing knows anything about taxes. So I'm going to get in that group and I'm going to do everybody's taxes. If I'm a car salesman, right? So I don't know why everybody's not in network marketing, because it gives you a built-in audience to sell your products to.
Yeah.
So the primary flow, your tax thing, dude, you're Chinese, you got to be a tax advisor. Chinese are immediately given a pass on finance. Like they're immediately, now.
Right.
Like those are, I am typecasting, or what's it called?
Stereotyping.
I am a bigot, I guess. I got a bigotous.
China scores highest in math and science.
Exactly. So why am I not going to? So you got to be a tax guy, dude. You got to be the best tax guy in the world, right? But you got to use these, expand to go get more business. And then I love the leverage of using, I love the idea that you want to be a sales guy.
Right.
So look,
yeah.
in every show, man, I always give something free away. I want you to come to our 10X Growth, our boot camp.
Yeah.
I'm going to buy your ticket. I'm going to buy your ticket personally.
Well, I appreciate that, Uncle G. I really want to meet you guys in person.
I want to meet you too.
Make sure you get his info.
Yeah, he's my Chinese connection. What's his name again?
Michael?
Michael, last name J-I-N.
What's your real name?
Well, first name is Y as yes.
Y. Little nephew Y. Uncle G and Y. Dude, me and you need to go on tour together, man. Two tax guys that get rich together.
Yeah, actually, I become a CPA. They asked me you wanted to audit or tax, but I remember I follow your material. You talk about tax and IR and F so much, and I said I want to try tax.
Yeah, where do you live? Why?
What?
Where do you live?
Well, I live in Queens, New York, but now I'm in Delaware, Wilmington.
Yeah, you ought to look at coming to work with me in the Cardone Capital.
Yeah, that's actually my second part of my question.
Yeah, go ahead.
Been, so wanted to, I think your idea is brilliant. It's amazing. Definitely needs to do. I want to do that. I just on the way to accumulate enough wealth to put into Cardone Capital or similar. But kind of, I try to convince my wife or my family, general idea. You know, the Chinese family, they say, hey, we need to own a house. Then we will feel like we are a family. Otherwise, we keep renting. It's kind of a hustle. So do you think it's okay if I purchase a house, let's say?
No, it's definitely not okay. You should not purchase a house right now. Your parents will completely understand that at your age, you're 28 years old, your job right now is to be mobile and to move to opportunity. Like if you go buy a house in Maryland, bro, you're never coming to work for me. Okay? And if you come to work for me, you're not White Michael anymore, you're Y. And if you come to work for me, you got to learn how to get to your questions faster than you do right now. Okay, let's talk to our next caller. Make sure we got his information. Let's get him to our boot camp too, okay?
Yeah.
I want to send you a ticket to our boot camp. We need boot camp tickets. Next caller.
Who we got?
AJ. Yeah, I had a
Arabia.
finance manager named AJ.
AJ, yeah?
Yeah. He was a negative dude.
Hello, Uncle G. Hello, Jared.
Hey,
Thanks
what's
for
going on, bro?
everything.
How are you?
From China
Yeah, I'm doing
to
great.
Dubai.
How are you, Jared? How are you, Uncle G?
Come on, man. How you doing? You know I almost got arrested in Dubai, huh?
Yeah, I know that.
I got detained.
Uncle G, I need
feet
your
like
advice
this?
on
Do you know this
something.
story?
Now I'm a student, college student,
No.
Yeah.
and I don't know what to do next. You said that I need to get a job at first. So should I wanted to get into real estate appraising. So should I get the real estate appraising or should I go to sales and being a real estate agent?
How much does it cost to become a real estate appraiser?
Well, it's going to cost me about $25,000.
Yeah. How much does it cost you to
Be a sales guy.
to become a real estate agent?
It's almost nothing or little.
Yeah. What I would tell you to do is you should get my course on how to invest in real estate for $49.
Yeah, actually, I got the course, which is the $200 course.
You got the course?
The actual program.
No, I'm talking about, huh?
That you're talking about the live
Hello?
training.
What do you have? What do you have right now? I mean, I just cannot imagine spending $25,000 to become an appraiser.
Hello?
Yeah, we're talking
you hear
about
me?
you right
Yeah.
now. We're talking about the complexity of your question. I don't understand. I hire appraisers and accountants. You guys need to own stuff, man. Y'all got to own stuff. There's so much supply of assets in Dubai. You got a supply problem. You had a supply problem,
Saudi Arabia.
huh?
He's in Saudi Arabia.
Oh, he's in Saudi Arabia?
yeah.
Oh my, even better. You guys are about to build Dubai there. Like, I know they're going to morph what's going on right there. I'd be in a sales game right now. I wouldn't be in an appraiser. Somebody calls you up, can you appraise a property? All you're doing is trading time for money. I'd go get closer to the money if I could. Hope that helps, man. I've never been to Saudi Arabia, but I want to go there. We were scheduled
You got invited to
go there this year.
Riyadh for the
what
future
happened? What
the
happened?
future fund initiative.
Okay, my name's Grant Cardone. This is Jared Glant. Jared tells me what I was invited to. We both are always at the 10X boot camps. GrantCardoneBootcamp.com is the website, GrantCardoneBootcamp.com. If you want to learn how to 10X your business this year, if you haven't thrown in the towel, folks, disrupt yourself.
Chew off your own arm.
Chew off your own arm. That dude's like, I'm going to go do network marketing. Oh, no, I shouldn't do that. My family wants me to buy a house. You can't buy a house right now, folks. The last thing you guys need to do is go buy a house right now that produces no income. I don't care. He needs to chew his arm off, which is his mom and his dad saying, buy a house, young man, settle down. No, man, you need to go expand into this contraction. This is only going to last a couple years.
Yeah.
And then it's going to be gone.
For another 10 years.
It's going to be gone for another 10 years. Grab this thing, expand into it. 1, disrupt yourself. 2, you have to reconnect to this concept of 10Xing. You were making $100,000 a year, go back to, I want to make $1 million this year. If you made $1 million last year, don't say I'm going to get cut back to $600,000 because we're going through hell. No, you're going to expand to $10 million. How can you do that? Let everybody else quit on the dream. And the third thing is, what's the third thing? Scale.
Scale. Go big, baby. Go big. And
Okay,
put a plan
scale.
together, which means you're going to need people. You're going to need resources.
Cash.
You're going to need
Energy.
You're going to need energy and creativity.
You're going to be frustrated.
You're going to
like
need
I am every
accountability
day.
and support.
You're
I
going to be pissed off all the time. You're going to be angry. You're going to need energy. You're going to be touching, pushing. You're going to be recalibrating. Like, it's a lot of work, dude. But I'm going to tell you something. If you can go from 1 million, first of all, you can make $1 million. You can make 10 million. Okay. And if you could do that in 2020, not only will you do better for yourself and your family, but you're going to be an example. The example is not what people say, it's what people do. I'm so sick of everybody giving advice on Instagram that hadn't done anything.
Yeah.
And that's fine. Do it and brag about it on Instagram. See, Elon Musk, I love that guy. I'm selling all my property in LA. And then he puts it on the market. And I'm going to call my kid 1X.
1X.
No, it's called
E39. 1X E39.
Yeah,
/12.
And by the way, I'm gonna say whatever I want on Twitter.
Yeah.
Even if the SEC, even if I agreed not to tweet to the SEC.
And I'm going to hit my bonus and I'm going to make my $700 million.
You know. So all of you out there that are doing podcasts, you're doing interviews, you want to build your audience. If I can help you with that, email rock@grantcardone.com, rock@grantcardone.com. If you want to talk about real estate, expansion, 10X, how to grow the business, you want to talk about stuff that's more controversial. My interview with Bilton, why people love me, why they don't. Let's go, man. 2020 is going to be a great year, folks. Coronavirus was not one of the things on your target. What you said at the beginning of the year was it was going to be bigger and better.
2020, get that money.
2020, get that money. Johnny, can you play that song, that new song we got? While we're taking this out. Love all the comments here, by the way. Want to thank Kim for coming in. Kevin,
Tony,
Quentin, Jared, Anthony,
Brent,
yeah,
Daniela,
Johnny, Josh,
Keith,
oh my gosh,
Amanda,
thank you, Renee, Angela,
Sheila,
David,
Michael,
David, Charlie.
Charles.
Take me out, Johnny. Give me that music, Johnny. Give me that
Henry, Juja.
Questions and what questions we have in there. When is the real estate webinar? When is the real estate webinar?
May 28th. May 28th, grantcardone.com/REI.
I'm going big. I'm going big. 10X is real. Who should we have at our next conference, huh?
Yeah.
Will
Dude, we got some big things working.
Conor McGregor. Come on. You know this?
No, not really.
Watch us, ain't no virus gonna get us. Yeah. Hey.
All right, guys. Hey, remember, the only people who condemn the hustle are all people who've already given up on the hustle themselves. We'll see you next week.
Hey, Grant Cardone here. We have all new content at cardoneu.com for free for you. We're going through this crazy crisis right now, and I thought I'd come to our studio. I just finished shooting content on how to get a job in under 72 hours, not just a job, but your dream job. Also, you'll find information in there how to manage a team remotely. We have 105 employees that we're managing remotely and keeping our numbers up in spite of this massive contraction going on. Look, I know it's tough right now. I know things are hard. I want to make sure I'm here with you to assist you, to help you with what you need right now. It's not just about the old content. It's about taking all the content that we have in Cardone U and making it fresh and new for this thing that's happening right now. SBA loans, how to access them. PPP money, how to get it, we already have. How to get the stimulus money that's coming. All this content brand new in Cardone U. Also 72 hours, how to get your dream job, not just a job, maybe even improve the situation you have right now. Also, all my great stuff, selling, closing, road to the sale, fundamentals of selling, cold calling, outbound calls, inbound calls, selling on e-commerce, how to start a business from home. Hey, how about this? 5 hours on how to start over and turn a crisis into your expansion. Promise you, you're gonna love it. You're gonna see me using the whiteboard that's not lit up right now. You're gonna see all brand new content, over 2,000 videos from me, mostly me, and some of my celebrity friends, including all the power players that I've been interviewing, all the webinars I've done in the past, everything where we've shown people how to start a business from home or how to run a traditional business from where you're at right now. Grab it, take advantage of it. Next 30 days, it's free for you. By the way, if you're unemployed, it's free for as long as you're out of work. I guarantee I'll get you a job in 72 hours. If your business is down, it's free until I guarantee you we'll get your business up and running and going again. And I guarantee you we're gonna get through this and you're gonna be bigger and you're gonna be better and you're gonna be more unstoppable. Hey, grab it right now. This will help. Hey,